In this section, we're going to take a closer look at how writing systems are classified. Earlier, we talked about the writing systems and the characters within them that make up the script. The characters in a writing system can either be used to represent sounds or meaning, and sometimes both. When a character or group of characters is used to represent the smallest unit of meaning or the smallest unit of sound, such as sh, s, a, u, we refer to the character or the grouped characters as a grapheme. Graphemes show us how sounds or meanings are represented. For example, in the English alphabet, the sound t is represented with a single character that looks like this. That is a grapheme. For the sound k, we can use either one of these 5 graphemes. C for cat, act, and music. K for kite, sky, and peak. CK for back, lock, and plaque. CH for character, code, and Christian. QUE, and sometimes QU in the middle of a word, as in click, and so forth. As you see here, some graphemes are represented graphically using more than one character. For example, the K sound in back, lock, and plaque contains 2 letters, C and K, yet we refer to the grouped letters as a single grapheme. In this case, the grapheme is a digraph. You also have what is known as trigraphs, quadraphs, and much more, but that is for a later topic. Right now, all we need to know is that graphemes are how the smallest units of sound or meaning is written down. Graphemes help us decide how a writing system is classified. And we do this by looking at the type of linguistic unit the grapheme in a given writing system predominantly represent. We say predominantly because generally, writing systems are not purely of one type. Writing systems are classified or grouped into a broad division of 2 categories. These are logographic and phonetic writing systems. In logographic writing, each sign represents a meaningful element like a word or a morpheme. In phonographic writing, each sign represents a phonetic or phonological element with no reference to meaning. These 2 categories can further be divided into various subgroups. As stated earlier, a writing system is classified according to how the majority of its graphemes function. If the majority of graphemes in a particular writing system function as logographs, the writing system is known as logographic, and so forth. Now, let's take a look at the first category of writing systems, the phonetic writing systems. They include writing systems classified as alphabetic, abjad, syllabic, and abugida. In alphabetic writing systems, each grapheme represents a single sound or what we know as a phoneme. An example of this type of writing system is the modern Latin alphabet. In this example, we have 3 graphemes used to represent the vowel and consonant sounds k, a, and t for the word cat. Simple enough. Now, we may find alphabetic writing systems that are primarily made up of consonants where vowels are sometimes omitted. These alphabetic systems are known as abjads. Sometimes, a mark can be attached onto a grapheme that denotes a vowel, usually a long vowel. Examples of abjads are Arabic and Hebrew writing systems. In this made-up example, we only have 2 graphemes used to represent the consonantal sounds k and t for the word cat. Sometimes, the vowels can be represented with a diacritic mark, in this case on top of the first grapheme. Other times, a grapheme can also be used to represent the long vowels, as we see in this example containing the 3 graphemes. The third type of writing system is syllabary. In syllabic writing systems, the graphemes represent an entire syllable. Examples of syllabaries are the hiragana and katakana used in the Japanese language. Here, you can see that the letters with shared consonants or shared vowels show no particular resemblance to one another. They are all unique. In this made-up example of a syllabary writing system, we have 3 graphemes that represent an entire syllable such as ka, ke, ku, ma, me, mu, and so forth. The graphemes that include the sounds t will also follow the same pattern, ta, te, tu, and so forth. So, if I want to represent the sound for the word cat, we may use these 2 graphemes of the sounds ka and ta for the graphical representation. Falling in between the alphabetic and the syllabic writing system is the abugida. With abugida writing systems, consonant-vowel sequences are written as a unit. Each unit is based on a consonant letter. Vowel notation is secondary. Examples of these writing systems are Gujarati and Sanskrit from India and Ge'ez from Ethiopia. Notice the difference between the graphemes here and the ones in the previous syllabary type of writing system. In the previous type, even though the consonants were the same with the vowels being the differentiator, each grapheme was unique. While here, we recognize a clear pattern whether it's in the vowel or consonant. For example, we can tell the pattern used for the consonant L and then the preceding accentuation for the vowel that follows the consonant. Notice the consistency of vowel markings. In this made-up example, we have 6 graphemes representing consonant-vowel written as a unit or grapheme. Here, we recognize a clear pattern whether it's in the vowel or consonant. So, if we want to represent the sound for cat, we may use these 2 graphemes of the sound ka and ta as such. The second major category of writing system is the logographic writing system. Here, each grapheme represents a meaningful element like a word or a morpheme. An example of a logographic writing system is the Chinese writing system. In this made-up example, we have 3 graphemes that represent complete words or concepts such as dog, ocean, and man. So, if we want to represent the word for the concept of a cat, we may use a single grapheme as such. Now, all these examples are extremes, but they are used this way to help you learn how to identify the distinctions within different writing systems. To summarize, graphemes are the smallest meaningful contrastive unit in a writing system. The relationship between the graphemes and orthography dictate how a writing system is classified. Generally, writing systems are not purely of one type. Now that you have a good understanding of how writing systems are classified, please feel free to test your understanding by going through the short quizzes that follow. Once done, I'll see you in the next section where we're going to look at transliterations, translations, and transcriptions.